this neurocoaching thing. Neuroscience is here to stay in the realm of coaching. We call it neurocoaching. It's science coming to the human side of life. Or is it the other way around? Coaching in the realm of neuroscience was my way into this new paradigm. I'm a clinical psychophysiologist, an inspirational speaker, and always worked in 3 areas. I used to work at intensive care units helping acute stress patients and their families. In neurosurgery, I monitored patients while undergoing awake craniotomy. Yes, they were awake. The 3rd area is coaching and training executives on becoming more productive and stress-free. I have spent most of my life pursuing excellence and happiness. Also, attempting to help other people in their quest to become the best they can be. Sounds like a lot, right? Not in my opinion. I think it's within reach. Teaching and coaching served the purpose of calming me down. It provided me with an oasis from the high stress and demands of clinical work. At the same time, it was rewarding since it validated my sense of meaning. One of the keywords in my work was reasonable hope. Somehow, I felt I was contributing more, not just my technical intervention. I did not train as a coach to change the world. I decided to become a coach because some clients asked me to deliver speeches on the subject. The right thing to do was getting a good training. I did it through Coachville, a great 2-year program. Little I knew that coaching was going to change the way I saw and treated my patients forever. They started to comply. Yes, lack of compliance by patients is a big thing in the health professions. My new skills were important in every conversation. I'm talking about active listening and learning to ask instead of show and tell. I learned to probe and leverage the sense of meaning and purpose of my patients. This made a great difference in their clinical outcomes. They started to own their personal processes, and somehow they had more hope, even faith. I always believed that coaching by itself is enough as a discipline to instill change. It also helps people to achieve great and desirable results in their lives. But if you have a basic understanding of how the brain works, you have an edge. That is why I have been an advocate of the teaching of neuroscience as it applies to different fields, particularly in coaching. We're talking about neuroscience basics as they apply to human behavior. In lay terms, to make them understandable, practical, fascinating. Like understanding this neuroscience principle, neurons that fire together wire together, HEB. That is the basis for habit forming, like in hoping for the best. Some people tend to expect the worst and act in the same fashion. Bad habit. They give up the fight without even confronting the situation. I believe that somehow we coaches are guardians of hope and should be on the positive side of things. Institutions crumble around us. Terrorism roars, and it's so easy to fall prey of cynicism. If we allow that, who is going to be there if everything falls? To help to pick up the pieces and start all over? Who is going to inspire others and lead the way? Pessimists and cynics? I don't think so. If we add mirror neurons to the equation, things get even more interesting. Mirror neurons are those cells involved in imitation, emulating other people's actions. Yes, it is true. From birth, we imitate, emulate actions, and mirror emotions. What this means is that by the mere fact of existing, we're modeling life to others. Pessimism is contagious, and so is enthusiasm. We make a difference just by being there. If this is so, what difference you and I want to make? I'm always fascinated with science, now more than ever, at a time when it applies to the human experience for the good of all. Let's welcome neuroscience and keep it clean. Let's teach it in a proper way, and let's share this discipline with the world. I am a practical man, but I do believe we can change the world. Neuroscience is here to stay, also in the realm of coaching. We call it neurocoaching. It's science coming to the human side of life, and it also brings hope.